Welcome, my beautiful, beautiful water signs. My name is Honest Am. I am the editor-in-chief of the Honestly Sis newsletters, and I am here for another intuitive monthly read. I am so excited about this. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get all my shit together. I'm doing this at the top of the morning. I love doing readings first thing in the morning. So, but it doesn't matter when you hear this, where you hear this, if it's years from now, months from now, it doesn't matter. Whenever you come across this information is meant for you. Really, really quick, I do not just use tarot. I use angel cards. I use law of attraction cards. I use whatever the fuck I got over here to come up with messages. I cuss. I use God a lot. If cussing and God makes you feel a little, this may not be the channel for you, because I just feel like it's interchangeable. He made me, so he know what the fuck is up. Last thing, this is not the channel where I can predict who's the father of the baby. I don't know that. But you know, if stuff comes about, if it's good timing to apply for jobs, but I'm not really trying to do predictions. This is more about self-help, self-motivation, and self-development. If you are all about those things, keep reading. And if you are interested in booking a reading or any of that type of shit, or want to know who I am, all of that information is down below. So I will not waste your time. Hello, water signs. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do three really quick breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and begin. One more for the gods. And one last one for the ancestors. God, ancestors, light beings, you are welcome here. I open myself up. I ask that you please let the messages come across for anyone who may find this video. Allow me to step out of myself. This is your time. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, y'all. Let's get it cracking. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Spirit, what messages do you have for the water sign collective? What messages do you have for the water sign collective? What messages do you have for the water sign collective? I lost. All right. So the two cards that popped out, your very first card is Synthesis? Synthesis? I feel like I'm gonna have to Google this because I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm embarrassed. Relaxation, patience, and guys, I'm the type of person where if I make mistakes, I mispronounce stuff, I don't take myself too seriously. I know I'm smart. I just don't know a lot of words. I just don't know a lot of words sometimes, so whatever. I'm gonna look that word up so I can know how to pronounce it. Spontaneity. I know that word. And your last word is vision. Ooh, vision. I feel like I just did a reading. Who's vision? I feel like I just did a reading in there, and their keyword was vision. Let's look this up real quick, because I want to make sure I want to pronounce this, because this word is actually your overall theme. So let's hear what it says. This is so ghetto, y'all.
Synthesis.
Synthesis. Synthesis, and synthesis means the combination of ideas to form a theory or system. The production of chemical, hold on, wait, let's see. Yeah, sometimes Google, I don't be trusting Google dictionary, so I gotta go down to the Webster, the shit I had when I was in school. Okay, I mean, and it's kind of still the same. The combination of often diverse conceptions or a coherent whole. Let's make consensus. Synthesis. So our overall theme is synthesis, relaxation, patience, spontaneity, and vision. Synthesis. Ooh, God, I don't know why you would pick that word, but we go see. Let's get some more and figure out what synthesis, which is, and in here it's like this angel with this rainbow. So maybe it's, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. And the card tried to pop out, but maybe I will. I'll keep that there. Oh, the card that tried to pop out was, I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. I'm not going to take it. God, what messages do you have for the Water Sign Collective? What messages do you have for the Water Sign Collective? And guys, let me just be real with you guys. I am just getting this. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. So I'm just getting this started. You know, it just got, Spirit really had this on my heart to start doing tarot readings. I've been practicing on myself for a very, very long time. Not a very, very long time, but you know, for a while now. And it was just like, hey, you need to do this. This is something that you need to offer. And in the spirit of just being obedient, I just started. Like I just started. I had some cards because I was practicing on myself. And so I don't really have a setup. I'm using my phone. I'm in my room. Like, this is very ghetto. This is very by any means necessary. But I hope that you can, you know, fuck all of the gimmicks and the shiny lights, because, you know, if we learned anything, hey, Firefest, if we learn anything in this new millennium, it don't matter how fancy some shit can look, it can still be janky. So I just ask that you please just, you know, listen to my heart. Don't care about the things. You see the sun coming in, whatever. We just gonna say that's God. So our first word, our first card out under relaxation is, the better it gets, the better it gets. So that means don't worry about, a lot of people, when things start getting very good for them, they feel like, oh my God, like that means something bad is going to happen. Something bad is right around the corner. No, the better it gets, the better it gets. You deserve this happy ending. Under patience, we have, there is no shortage of money or time. So what God is saying right here is that, oh, I think I'm starting to understand this. With synthesis is that, as we know that the universe, if you think about it, we're just one big active pond. If you think about that, all of us are in this one big great pond. And remember in the Matrix when they went and got Neo? Anyway, so just imagine that we're one big pond and we have like we're all in these floating devices. And when we are flowing, or like, you know, say if our vibration is at a certain level, our light come on, and, you know, that's how the universe knows how to group this light with that light. That's why they say light attract light. Work with me now. So I say all that to say is that the universe, in order for certain things to happen, they have to happen in order. So say, for example, in order for me to realize that it was possible to get out of Detroit, I had to see Big Sean become this mega superstar. This person who literally lived 2 blocks from me. This person who went to the opposite. Like, he literally could have been me. I had to see that to believe that, oh, maybe it's possible for me. I learned to trust myself and who I was by the Black Girl Magic movement that had to come about in order for me to gain confidence. Then when Issa Rae came out, people used to tell me all the time, oh my God, you remind me of Issa. Oh my God, I seen Issa this today. You remind me of Issa. That showed me that, oh my God, wait, maybe I'm funny. Like, at first I'm like, so are y'all calling me awkward? Like, what the fuck? But then I'm like, well, maybe I'm funny. Like, maybe I have a personality too. Like, everybody loves Issa. So if people say I remind them of Issa, like, lean into that more. Lean into the meanness of it more. Not trying to be Issa, but just realizing that I have something to offer. I say all that to say that the universe, like, certain things have to happen in place in order for you to, like, in order for your big manifestation to come about, especially if it's something that's life-changing. Certain pieces have to fall into place in order for it to happen. Just because it's not happening doesn't mean that spirit isn't working. That's how we get and you keep praying for something over and over and over and over, all you telling the universe is, okay, so you still ain't fucking did it, and I need this. Which means that it's like you're just pushing away further. So that's why you have to trust, believe, ask, believe, and receive that you're gonna get it. This is saying that be patient. There's no shortage of time or money. You are exactly where you need to be. I have to deal with that all the time. I always tell myself, oh my God, I should be doing this further. No, the fuck you ain't. If you was, you would have been there. You are exactly where you need to be. Be patient. There's no shortage of time and money. The next thing that came out under Spot and Nancy, and I can see I'm going to have to use these for my cards, is my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. So under spontaneity, we got my attention to the unwanted attracts more unwanted. I think what God is saying is that you are, maybe some of you guys are avoiding doing things that will really make you happy, and you're not doing it because of this idea that, but what if something bad happens, or this is like, if you're thinking negative, all you're going to do is just keep attracting more negativity in your life. Loosen up, like allow yourself to see the great things in life. Like you, and sometimes with this synthesis, hold on, wait, I don't think I'm saying it right again. With this, how you say it again?
Synthesis.
With the synthesis, I feel like I gotta help her now. With the synthesis, I feel like God is saying that sometimes when you get these urges of you feel like you want to do something crazy out of, that you don't normally do. So maybe say, for example, on a Saturday night, instead of sitting in, now you're like, ooh, I just want to go out. Like I want to go to the club. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is that you need to follow that urging. Like if you all of a sudden randomly want to go out and you never want to go out, because what could be possibly happening is you may randomly run into somebody that's going to help you get you to your next step. You may run into that person that's going to be your business partner, or that's going to be a lifelong friend for you. So I say all that to say, stop focusing on the negative, because all you're doing is going to get more negative. Stop focusing on what could possibly go bad, and think about all the great things that can happen. Start thinking that life is always working in your favor. Make sure you check out this month's reading, because that's what we talk about. That's what this month is all about. Changing the way that we're approaching life, and really approaching life in the way that we are realizing that it's helping us, like it's working in our favor. Not thinking bad shit, not thinking that, oh my God, when the other shoe gonna drop. Never, motherfucker. Okay. Last thing is, and I love this, our overall theme, I can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. Same thing. It's all about your mindset. I really feel like God is saying that you need to change your mindset. You need to relax a little, have patience. Some of you guys are working so hard because you feel like, oh, if I'm not working and I'm not going to get myself there, I got to work. And what you're really doing is burning yourself out. You don't even like what the fuck you're doing anymore. This was your passion project, and now you find yourself like, nah, I got to do it. Relax, have patience, go have fun, go do some stuff. And honestly, if you just go have fun and you do some, say you go to the club one night, you get so many ideas, you get a new burst of energy. So really switch it up, and stop thinking that, oh, if I go have this night out, then I'm gonna have to pay for it later on. No, you're not gonna have to pay for it. The funny thing about the universe is things are always just so happen working out. Coincidences just happen to happen. You just randomly get a refund for $10.99, and you needed that $10.99 to get to the gas, to get you to work until Thursday. Shit happens. I literally was getting random checks in the mail at one. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? So just, go in the flow, trust the universe. All right. I'm actually going to close this window because I can see that this going to be a problem. It's so funny that it's freezing cold here though, but yet the sun is like, hey girl, I want to come out tonight. I cannot sing, but I like to sing. God knew he was doing, because he knew that if I knew how to sing, it would be over. It would be over for you hoes. Like, no, I'm just playing. But I would be like, a low-key Blue Ivy out here. I would be the second coming. All right, let's get some tarot out. You don't gotta take my word from it. Take the tarot. Oh, right at the bottom. Belief. What was I just saying? It's all about your belief system. What do you believe? We were talking about that last month. Take a look at these readings, y'all, because I really feel like Spirit is trying to lay out a message for us. That's why the best way to use tarot for me is not to try to predict a lover, is not to try to predict when you can get some money, like none of that shit. Like the best use of tarot is using it as affirmation, confirmation, and guidance. That's the best. That's literally the best way to use tarot. Use it to kind of get an idea of what the energies are. Belief is at the bottom of the system. At the bottom of the system. At the bottom of the deck before I even started shuffling. So again, as I was saying, this is all about your beliefs. You can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. Like pick one, pick or choose. Like you got to get it together. I really feel like you need to relax because you're really I really feel like some of you guys are just feeling like, you know, God is not hearing you, God is not answering you, and that's not the case. Like things have to happen. Like everything happens in its time. Instead of worrying about why it haven't happened, I need you to focus on what you need to do. Have you even completed the task? That's really what you need to be asking yourself. Have you even completed what God has asked you to do? And I feel like for a lot of you, the answer is no. And you feel like you're running out of time, but you're not running out of time. I just need you to buckle down and get this shit done. All right. Now, allow us to see what messages do you have for our water sign collective? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we... I don't like poppers. And the magician tried to pop out, but I did not want any poppers, but it's happening. All right. Knight of Wands under relaxation. The better it gets, the better it gets. So that means that some of you guys are in flow. You're in flow. You're starting to find you're starting to find your rhythm. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out. Like I see this piece of hair, it's bothering me. I'm getting it touched up tomorrow. But anyways, so so some of you guys you're in flow. Things are finally starting to pan out. You're finally starting to feel confident about where this thing is going. And you like, but what if I should be doing something else? What if my energy should be going elsewhere? No, this Ace of Cups is here for you. This is the way that you need to go. Don't go seeking anything else. Don't go thinking, maybe it's taking too long. No, relax. Everything is happening how it needs to happen. Take the slow and methodical approach. Relax. Next out. Oh, yes. All right. Very, very interesting. Next, actually, that makes so much sense. Under patience, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is meaning that some of you guys need to go and seek counsel. Some of you guys, you are so worried about the end game. You are so worried about where this is going and how are you going to make this happen, blah, blah, blah. And you're not really doing your due diligence. Some of you guys need to go figure out, and what's under here? Judgment. Don't have judgment against yourself. But anyways, some of you guys, I was just trying to figure out what that was. Sorry. Yeah, some of you guys, you're so worried about the end game and you're like, I don't have time. But no, you need to go back and make sure that you're doing this thing the proper way. If you are working on a book, for example, have you done any writing courses? Have you went to any conferences? Have you even talked to anybody about the book? If you are trying to pursue music, have you went to go do music lessons? Like, if you want this happy ending, or if you want this thing to work out for you, then you need to take it serious and go seek expertise and make sure that you're doing it properly. And in that, you're not doing this to go figure out like what else is out there, what else can I fit, what else can I do? Grab it, streamline it. You already know what to do. You already have an idea. You just need to stay focused. Like, don't get so caught up in all of this extra stuff, feeling like you're running out of time and you want to do all these extra things to try to get you some money real quick. No, take the time to work on your craft. Focus, hone in, have patience, and know that it is going to pay off in the end. Under spontaneity and the oh, and actually I'm going to put these up right because I had that wrong. Under spontaneity, we have the Fool. So again, reiterating the point that some of you guys need to go out. You need to just do things a different type of way. Like, put yourself out there. Like, you know, stop being so afraid that the worst is going to happen, because what's happening is this heartache, all of this just bad stuff that's just happened to you. You're so focused on it. You're kind of a little fixated on it. And it's like, you just kind of need to let that go, because what you're doing is you're drawing more and more of those experiences to you. The best thing that I can tell you to do is to try to get over some of this heartbreak is to go out, you know, do stuff differently, but then also try to write about it. Like, try to write about whatever keeps you up. Start keeping a journal. I mean, you can literally just write the question, like, what's bothering me? And then whatever comes to your mind, just, you know, just start writing. Like, it doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to share it with anybody. But if you are, I'm going to do a shameless plug. If you are interested in sharing it with anybody, that's what Honestly Sis is about. It's a safe space for you to kind of help transmute some of that, some of those feelings. Like, we tell our personal stories, not to tell our business, but just to kind of get that shit off of us. And it becomes healing, not only for you, but also the people that reads it. Last up, we have the nine of cups. Am I doing this right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Yeah, 8 of cups. Sorry about that. The 8 of cups, going on a new adventure. So guys, there's cups behind. He's walking away from these cups, and it's because he realized that, you know, what was in the past, what he had before is not where he's going. So he's going on a new adventure. He's just like this Fool right here. Like, this is kind of, they're still going. So you guys, I think what this kind of being the overall message for you guys is that what God is trying with the vision is that you guys have an idea about where you want your life to go. What you need to do is just follow it. Slow, methodical approach. Follow it. You know what to do. Stop getting so caught up in all of this other extra bullshit out of here. Social media can do it to you. Like, I honestly don't know. I feel like we need a fucking medal just to create something in this day and age. Like, I don't think any other generation had to deal with the level of distractions that we had to deal with. So it takes so much discipline, so much to just hone in and complete something and do it. But it's probably because these people went and seen these expertise. They went to go see these people who have done what they're doing and saying, hey, how do I get there? How do I get over it? Let go of the heartbreak. Let go of all the things that didn't go right. You know these cups aren't for you. Move on to the new beginning. And lastly, under vision, bam, I love it. Under vision with, I thought the judgment was under here. I guess not. With the strength under here. So again, let's take a different approach. We're being soft, like, we're being kind. You don't have to be aggressive about this. You don't have to, when you're turning away from these cups, when you're going off to your happy ending, you don't have to tell these people that hurt you, fuck you. Like, you don't have to, like, you know, it doesn't have to be this big, like, crazy thing. You can just move on. Just move away. Because you know where you're heading. And the crazy thing is, this was exactly vision. Like, this was exactly what our monthly reading, where we ended at. I mean, this was the overall thing. Heading to the 4 of Pentacles, complete happiness with our partners. Like, we're going to wholeness. But I feel like what Spirit, the message for you is that Spirit is saying that you, in order for this to happen, you have to realize that you have to have some patience, because you have to realize that the universe works in a certain order. Certain things have to fall into place. And instead of you thinking that things are not happening, or instead of not doing things instead of not exploring the things that you want to explore out of fear, you need to allow the things that are coming to you, just follow them, chase them down, have this spontaneity, like do things a little bit differently. Do things just a little bit differently. Take a lighthearted approach. And I feel like you will find these people along the way. You will find this guy that's gonna, whatever. Like if it's love that you're looking for at the end of the day, if it's a career, if it's a business partnership that you're looking for at the end of the day, it's going to happen. But what needs to happen is that you need to narrow in your focus. You need to stop getting so caught up in everything that is happening around you. You need to stop worrying about what's bad, what's the next thing's going to happen. Oh, when a shoe's going to drop, it's not going to drop. Like, if you keep looking for the shoe to drop, it's going to drop. Like, the better it gets, the better it gets. You got to really, really, really know that I keep saying it and it sounds corny, but it's working in your favor. Everything is working in your favor. It is happening. The God did hear you. He is going to bless you, but you got to relax. You got to finish the job. You haven't even finished. And lastly, you need to watch what you're saying to yourself. Watch the words that you're saying, because you can't tell stories of abundance and of shortages and experience lack. No, well, you are. I said it all wrong. You can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. It's just not going to happen. You got to start being like, you know what? So and so did such and such. I'm so happy he did that, because now that taught me to never let a nigga borrow my car. Whatever. Like, I'm trying to say something lighthearted, but honestly, I just, lighten up. Things don't have to be so serious. All right. Last message for you guys. Yeah, and as I'm saying it, this card is coming out. So it's some bickering going around. Rise above that. Leave it behind. Like, you don't have time for that. There's nothing in these cups. You moving on. You moving on to bigger and better. So get your mind right. Narrow in on your focus. You know where you want to go. So go there. God, what's the final message for the water signs? Water signs. God, what's the final message for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The final message. The final message. All right, guys. Allow us to see the cards. These cards are so big that I can't even do how I want to do. Allow us the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. All right. The Sower. And at the bottom, the Mother of Wit. Ooh. I want to read both, but I'm not going to read both. The Mother of Wit. I think the Mother of Wit, again, this is a lady relaxing with a bird flying out. Again, underline, like doubling up vision. You know where you want to go. Relax. Just, you know what works. You don't need to keep doing this trial and error. You don't need to keep seeking it. Narrow in your focus. All right. I'm going to read this and get you all out of here for the Sower. You are bringing forth life from the seeds that have been planted. What I tell y'all? Fight y'all. Okay. The Sower germinates and bring out what is hidden in us and around us. Your innovation and creative spirit brings out the best potential in people and places. In that sense, you are a creator by expanding our collective consciousness about everything around us. You live and breathe knowing that something new and exciting is on the horizon. Your imagination is so vast and deep that even you are surprised at the scope of your visions. You bring forth ideas that can change the world, that can change the way the world works. That can change the way the world works. The power of your ideas and creations can become part of the evolution of humankind when you pursue your creativity with sacredness. You affect large masses of people with the simplest shift. On the waking path, you flourish and achieve your highest potential. In flourishing, you feel a sense of hope, worthiness. You have truly earned your place in the world. On the sleeping path, your creations are sometimes so soul-consuming that people are afraid to join you in your work. They stand back, watch, and wait to see just what you are trying to create. Your actions may give the appearance that you are only focused on your own ideas of things. Hold on, guys. Your actions may give the appearance that you are only focused on your own idea of things. In relationships, you can seem controlling with your distinctive idea of how things should go. In actuality, you would like to be known or recognized for what you can bring to the world. Yet you can be saddened with the thoughts that no one really knows your capabilities. You may hide your deep self for fear of emotional injury. If you are hiding, then you feel you will get hurt. You will get hurt. You can be fearful of doing work that could impact a world that has yet to fully acknowledge the unique gift you are born with. So, in soul sleeping, your vitality is decreased and your divine creations become stale or lost. Go forward with your bold ideas. Conquer any doubt that your contributions are worthy. Show up and be seen. You are probably looking for the courage to come forth with your life creations and ideas. You may need to believe that your concepts are not just mere fantasies, but rather real discoveries for you to manifest. Be careful how you treat others. Allow them to express their creativity just as you so enjoy doing. Know that it takes patience for seeds to grow into blossoms, whether they are ideas, creations, or relationships. What did I just say? Eventually, all will know who you are. What did I say? What did I say? I love when I do that. So let's bring it all together. Like I was saying, you guys know what you want to do. I know it is not happening and you feel like God is not listening to you, but He is. He heard you. People are going to know your name. Your name are going to be in lights. You are going to make movies. You're going to make fashion lines. You're going to make oh, come on, God. You're going to change this world. But I need you to just focus in. Go get the knowledge that you need to get. You're not running out of anything. This is what you have been put on this planet for. There's no rush. You are exactly where you need to be. The light in me honors and see the light and love in you. I will see you next month. Focus up. Mwah.